Perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. First thing is first, I'm gonna go ahead and brush the hair. This one is a pink pewter brush. You can also find it in Salon Centric. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush the hair. So I want to show you guys how to create this really simple, easy half up, half down. But I want to show you guys how to create a lot of volume. It's very easy. Any one of you guys can do it. But it has this gorgeous finish to it. You guys gonna love it. It's amazing for any event. You can accessorize it. All right, so I'm gonna do kind of side part for her. You can do any kind of parting. Whenever I work with the clients, I always try to take their natural parting for more natural, look and finish. There you go. And I will be using clear elastics today. So I will start from her right side. I'm just going to grab a little section. Whenever I do half up, half down, I always like to leave the face, framing out. I don't like to grab the whole section. It's just a lot of people get scared like putting hair away. So I always make sure to leave some pieces around for like more softer finish. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place the first elastic right here. And a lot of you guys know the topsy tail, so this is going to be a little bit loose version of the topsy tail. So I'm going to grab this and then just twist it inwards, just like that. Super simple, nothing hard in here. So I'm going to grab another section. As you can see, whenever I do any kind of braid to the side, I don't grab the whole section and I don't grab it like in horizontal. I always go as an angle and towards the back of the hair. That way you're going to create this softer, more natural blended kind of looking braid. You're not going to have that harsh lines either. So again, I'm grabbing sections from both sides. And whenever you do topsy tail, try to grab same amount of hair from both sides, from the top and the bottom. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and place another one. And again, I am putting in elastics, but make sure when you do the elastic, it's not too tight. If you do it too tight, then you're not going to be able to adjust the size of the braid. I am twisting it towards inside, just like that. All right, and a lot of you guys, if you know me on Instagram and Facebook, I use a lot of times Sexy Hair's Powder Play Light. It's one of my favorite powders to use for volume and texture. I'm just going to go ahead and spray with this a little bit. I use this for almost anything. If I want to tease the roots, if I want to do braids, or for my curls to last, I always use this one. It's one of the best products. I always have it on my bridal stylist kit. So I'm going to spray with that and adjust the braid. I'm just feathering it out. I'm not grabbing the whole section, just pinching and pulling the sides, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and add more hair to this. Any questions so far? And anytime I do the braid, I always make sure I brush it. I'm brushing with my hands right now. So if you want to brush with the comb, you can do that. If you want to use your fingers, you can do that. But you got to make sure you keep the hair nice and smooth all the time. That way you're going to have a nice smooth finish at the end without any frizz. There you go. I'm going to make sure if I'm not missing any questions. Again, spraying with Powder Play Light. And getting another one here. There you go. Again, for those who are just joining, we are going live with Salon Centric and Sexy Hair. Today's product is a limited edition Spraycation Spray and Play from Sexy Hair. This one is the City Allure. It will give us a medium to a strong hold. The level of the hold is number 7 out of 10. It's a great volumizing hairspray. We're going to be using that in a few minutes. Let me see. Again, when you put the elastic, make sure you do like very light tension, not too tight. If you make it too tight, you're not going to be able to adjust the braid. There you go. One side is kind of done. Just like that. And now we'll move on to the left. How's everyone doing? Another favorite products of mine that I want to show you guys, it's not from the big line, but it's from the healthy line from Sexy Hair. This one called Redo. It's a dry oil spray. I use it to tame away any flyaways in the hair and to add a lot of shine to the hair. So go ahead and move to this side now. I'll move her head a little bit towards the camera. Placing the elastic very nice and loose. Opening the middle, twisting it inwards. And what I love about this powder play light, again, it camouflages with any kind of hair color. You can use it on black hair, lighter color hair. And you can always brush the hair and redo it if you do like a little mistake. If you use just a hairspray on that part, the hair making it crunchy, so you're gonna have a hard time brushing it. So that's why I like to use powder versus too many hairsprays. Nice and soft. There you go. I'm making it a little loose here and then twisting it. In Naples here in Florida, our wedding season is starting this month, so we've been really busy with weddings, and I'm sure for you guys who are then up north, the season is almost over for you guys, right? There you go, twisting it inwards. Alright, one side done with the both parts. I think we are good right here. Maybe I can do one more here. There you go. Alright. Just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect these two together. And I love about, working with elastics versus like simple, braids, because these are really long lasting. Alright, again, I am using Powder Play Light from Sexy Hair to add a lot of texture and volume. I don't use hairspray until I'm like almost completely done with this, braiding part. I'm gonna go ahead and pinch and pull. This will give us a lot of volume and texture. Let's see. Hey, Alex. All right, the top part is done. Oops, stay in place. So for the back now, all right, before we move on to the back, I want to show you guys our spray. Excuse me, sorry, I'm losing my voice here. So this one is the City Allure. It has a fragrance of Amber Glow and Bergamot. It's a medium to strong hold spray. It gives us a humidity resistance up to 72 hours. Smells incredible. This spray is amazing to add a lot of volume to the hair, for the roots, and also like if I want to fix the braid a little bit, if I want to adjust it, I like to spray it. So all I do is using my fingers inwards and then pull and lightly mist the spray. Very light product goes the long way. I don't ever use like too much hairspray. Just like that. We are taming little flyaways in here. So whatever the direction is going, you're going to spray toward that side. So for here, everything is going downwards, so I'm spraying downwards. Just like that. Right, any questions so far on this part? If there is no questions, we're going to move on to the next one. So the next braid I want to show you guys is infinity braid. Infinity braids are normally like super tight, but I want to show you guys a textured version of it. Since it's all about texture and like volume. All right, so I'm going to grab this ponytail that we had, and I'm adding a little bit of hair from the bottom so we have fuller hair here. I'm going to divide this into 2 equal sections, subsections. Let me remove this elastic out of my hand. Divide into 2, and I'm going to take a little bit of section from the right side, and it's like an infinity shape, so I'm going to put it around the left, just like that, and I'm adding a little bit from the right side and bringing it again around the left one. So with the infinity, you can excuse me, you can add hair from from each side. I'm losing my voice, guys. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. I am back. All right, let's go ahead and continue. So again, I have this middle section, and then I take this around the left one, and I'm adding a little bit of hair from the out corner of the left side to keep the same size between each one of them, bringing under the left and under the right side, and again adding tiny little hair from the right. And we're going to be doing this infinity shape right here. But normally you do the infinity braid like really tight. Here I'm not doing it tight. I'm just holding with like loose, medium tension because I want to adjust the braid in a sec. Just like that. Alright, I'm not going to braid all the way down. I'm just going to stop here. But before I adjust them, I'm going to spray with powder play light again to give that nice texture. And again, I'm not holding it too tight. I'm holding it with medium tension. I'm just going to adjust the braid. It's really pretty braid. Now I'm going to secure this with a clear elastic. And don't worry about the little elastic that is showing. I'm going to put accessories there. There you go. Now I'm going to continue. Same thing. Now as you can see, I think the right side is a little bit more, so I'm going to kind of combine them a little bit. Grab a section again from the left, under and over the right, adding section from the right, and braiding it with very like medium tension. So we can expand it. Again, as I go, I want to create like an infinity kind of bubble kind of braid. So I'm not going to adjust this part. I'm just going to concentrate in the middle. There are so many ways, you know, to create like half up, half downs. Again, spraying with powder play light, you guys. Tap a little bit. Adjusting the mid part mostly to create that bubble kind of definition. Any questions so far? Not missing anything, right? There you go. As I go, I'm going to spray with the spray and play. The fragrance of this one is amazing. Every time I use it on my clients, they're like, oh my God, what does this smell? So this one is the new limited edition one. Again, it's City Allure. Adjusting it, misting it a little bit. And the last one right here. I'm going to do one more. What is the product I can live without? Definitely this one, Powder Play Light. Because I use it for everything. When I do teasing, when I do braids, even for my curls, I always use that. You guys have any questions about styling, about bridal, social media, anything, you guys? Who knows how to do the infinity braid? It looks hard, but it's like one of the easiest things that I've learned through, like, you know, throughout all the braids. It's powder. Just like that, adjusting it. Alex is asking, where do you get your inspiration from for styles? From everywhere, mostly like social media. When I have free time, I just scroll through the feed and try to see what people are creating. Celebrities, movies, even cartoons, like, you know, Disney cartoons. And even I get inspired with my own styling too. Like I go back to my old posts and remember that I had used to do, like, you know, specific kind of braids and stuff. and then I combine that with whatever that I'm doing right now at the moment, and something new comes out, something, you know, new design comes out. So there you go. How is it looking so far? Let me see. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start curling the hair. So I want to show you guys how to create this big, super long lasting textured curls that everyone loves. A lot of my clients request that, you know, type of curls. So for that, we're gonna be using again our City Allure. No, I don't know how, sorry for my accent. Allure. Here, I'm gonna spray with that the top part, and I'm gonna spray the bottom a little bit before I curl the hair. Okay, and as you can see, whenever like I do curls, yeah, I'm gonna show you. As you can see, like how wide it is, like vertically. So if you curl it this way, then you're gonna have this really big gap in here. So to create like a really nice formed, long-lasting curls, I divide that. So I divide the top layer from the bottom one, and I grab the bottom first, and I'm gonna curl it. Let me go this way. Away from face towards the back of the hair, and I'm using it as a wand, just like this. And once it gets hot, I'll take it down. I let it cool. I'm not gonna open it yet. So now I'll move on to the top layer. Just like this. Again, curling it away from face. Just like that. So it also depends on the client. If they want like more like a wavy kind of curls, I curl everything to the same direction. But if they want a lot of volume, a lot of texture in the back, I alternate the directions. So since it's all about volume today, I want to alternate and show you guys how to create this long-lasting textured curls. So you can do either hairspray, volumizing spray, or you can use powder to create these curls. So I'm going to show you guys both of them since I have two sections curled already. So if I'm using a powder, I'm going to grab everything together, put a powder in here, and crunch it up here a little. And then I pull it down, and then I just adjust the sides of the curl like this. And you can see how much of the volume it creates. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and spray with a spray and play. There you go. And then always finish your work until the end of the strand. Do not leave the bottom. Just like that. There you go. You see the difference from this curl to this one was just one little product. Hey, Antonio. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. So this one I want to show with the hairspray. You guys can do the same thing. Just hold the hair together. Mist with the hairspray. This one is the volumizing spray. So, and I'm going to pull the curl down. And again, as you can see the wave pattern here, you're just going to adjust that part. Like this. And then we're going to the left. Then the right and the left. Every time I do those curls on my clients, they always text me saying thank you, that how much their curls lasted all day. It's definitely one of the long-lasting curls. Okay, so again, I want to create texture. So I'm going to go ahead and curl this one now to the opposite direction. And this will give us a lot of volume in the hair. Right here. But I do this only in the back of the hair, this technique. Like the alternating the curls. I don't do it in the front because less hair in the front is always better. Oops. Stay there. Where are you going? One more time. And the curling iron I'm using, this one is from Baby Bliss, and it's 1-inch curling iron. There you go. So I'm not adjusting it right away. I'm letting it cool a little bit. Now the next one, I'm going to curl away from face. And it also depends on how much, hair the client has. Sometimes I have to do more or less. But I always make sure the sections I'm grabbing are the same amount of hair. Just like that. So let me turn her. So whenever I reach the ears of the client, I always curl everything. Whatever left in the front, I curl it away from face. So I can see that I'm already on her ears. So no more alternating the curls. I'm going to curl it away from face. Just like that. Any questions so far, you guys? Any tips to make curls last? That's what I was just saying. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for your question. Definitely the best technique for long-lasting curls is how you prep the hair. I almost always crimp the hair from roots to the ends. Then using, hairspray before curling that I did earlier here, the top and the bottom layers. Then setting it a little bit. This is how I set it. I didn't brush it yet. Setting the curls, and then using the right products like powder play light. Again, creates a lot of texture in the hair. So definitely makes the curls last longer. And then the right hairspray. Curling it away. There you go. And I'm just smoothing out the top layer of the hair, and again I'm going to curl away from face. Give a little bit of tension and then put it down for now. Again, for those who are joining, I'm going to be using, I want to show you guys how I use powder and the hairspray to create this nice texture in the back. Let me see if I'm, hi Denise. There you go. Alrighty, you guys. So again, I'm grabbing the next one, holding it together using a powder play light. Crunch it a little bit, and then put it down. Give it little tension with your other hand, and just find this edges of the curl, and then adjust them. Like that. And then with the hairspray, again, I'm going to spray to the direction of the hair. I'm spraying from the top. If I see little flyaways, I'll take care of with my hands. I mean, look at this volume. She has very little hair, but with the little hair, you can create a lot of volume, you see? Thank you. And now I'm going to show you guys with the hairspray. So I'm just showing you two different options. You can use either powder or a hairspray, a spray and play. That's a volumizing hairspray. Not regular hairspray, you need a volumizing hairspray, which is this one that I'm using. If you want to take a screenshot. There you go. And working my way towards the front. Any questions so far? You guys liking this look? Holding them together. Now once I come to the front, I don't like when the front is like super, you know, flat. So it definitely needs to match the back of the hair. So what I'm going to do is, I always tell my clients to close their eyes and then really spray the root with the powder play light. And with my teasing comb, this is from Pink Beauty. You guys can also find it in Salon Centric. I'm just going to tease the root about an inch or inch and a half, depending on the hair as well. This is a doll head, so it's a little bit different than a client. And then I'm going to smooth out the top part. We don't want to see any, you know, teasing, harsh lines from the teasing. There you go. And just smoothing out the inside. I'm just not touching the very mid part of the hair. So smooth out the top and the bottom so nothing will be seen from the front. You see how much lift you can get. And then once I'm happy with the root area, I'm just going to smooth it out with my hands. And I think I'm going to give her one more time curl so it looks nice and smooth. There you go. Away from face. There you go. Again, using the same product, powder play light. I'm just going to adjust it. And to take care of this little flyaways around the face, I'm going to use the hairspray. Very lightly misted. I have to be on this side, sorry guys. There you go. Here's one side is done. Lots of volume, texture. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on this side. And whenever I do like a braid in the back, I always make sure that I also curl the bottom of it, because if I leave it straight, it's going to look funny. So I'm going to go ahead and do it right there. And it normally blends with the curls in the back. Any questions so far, you guys? Feel free, anything. There you go. So again, before I curl everything, I always use a spray. Not too much, just very lightly for the top layer and for the bottom, evenly. And just wait like a few seconds so it dries a little bit. And then we're gonna start curling it. Again, her hair is like really thick right here. So instead of grabbing the whole section, I'm gonna divide it into two, the top and the bottom, and I'll take care of the bottom part first. Just like that. curling away from face. I'm going to alternate the directions in the back to create more volume. Just like that. What is your favorite sexy hair product, you guys? What do you like the most? Now this one is, I am curling to the opposite direction. So whenever, again, if you want to create the waves in the back, just like you know, Hollywood waves, glam waves, you would curl it to the same direction. But if you want to create this textured, voluminous curls, then you alternate the direction. Let me see. What is it? What is Terry is asking, what is spray and stay that you started with? That's a spray and play, actually. Spray and stay, we have it. That's a finishing spray. So this one is a workable spray. So it's great for like creating like voluminous curls. So whenever I do any kind of curls, I spray with this top layer, bottom layer, let it dry a little, and then you curl it. So that way it's going to create extra hold to the curls. This one is a new Spraycation limited edition bottle. It has like this amazing fragrance in it. You guys definitely try it. Hold level is 7 out of 10. It gives you humidity resistance up to 72 hours and also holds the hair up to 120 hours, which is really great. It gives you so much like volume in the hair and then a texture, you guys. And then favorite sexy hair products, So Touchable and Big Altitude. I love So Touchable, yes. One of the best smelling ones. Brooke, thank you. Curling towards the face. Any more questions? And then whenever I curl the hair, I always give a little bit of tension. This is gonna give more like frizz-free kind of curls. It keeps it like more sleek. So again, I want to show you, instead of just regular curls, place the curling iron and then just with the nice tension wrap it around evenly and then just give a little bit of tension, so this kind of smoothes the hair and creates this nice shiny smooth curls. There you go. And once I reach the ears of the client, everything curls away from face, because we don't want any weight around the face. Everything has to be out of the face. There you go. Almost done. And then I'm going to accessorize them and that'll be perfect. So this is a holiday inspired hair, you guys, but you can definitely do it for any event, especially for weddings. It's a great style. And definitely long lasting, because you have elastics there and you're doing all those, you know, textures and products. Definitely it's a super long lasting hairstyle. And whenever I curl the hair, I always make sure I grab the same amount of sections, so everything like blends in perfectly. Like that. Coming to the front, again curling away from face. Most of the time I use the curling iron as a wand like this. Unless I'm doing like a beach waves, I use it as a regular curling iron. Alright you guys, so for those who missed, how did we adjust the curls from this to that? This is the time I'm going to show you guys. So you can use it in both ways. You can use a spray, you can use a powder. I'm going to show you guys the powder first. This one again with Sexy Hair's Big Powder Play Light. So once I spray it, I only adjust the sides of the braid. Just like that. And then I'll spray with the spray and play. Why I'm using a excuse me, workable spray while I work is because if I want to do any adjustments, if I use a finishing spray right away, then later on it's going to be super hard to do any adjustments. That's why I always work with the working spray until I completely finish and happy with the style. Then I switch to the other hairspray. There you go. Adjusting it still. Any other questions you guys have? Oh, there you go. There you go, almost there in the front. And if I think like sometimes, you know, the client's hair over here could be like really too flat here. Well, if in that case, I would just take those sections and then really tease to lift it. On her case, she looks fine right now. She doesn't need teasing. There you go. The last pieces. I mean, look at the volume, you guys. Again, working in the front. I'm going to have her close her eyes if she's a client. Then really tease the root. Smooth out the top because we don't want to see any harsh lines. There you go. I'm going to spray with powder again a little bit. Here's how it looks from the front. Lots of volume in the front as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and accessorize it. That's my favorite part. All right, let me go this way. So you can use anything here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this little sparkly hairpins. And I'm gonna try to concentrate where I see some elastics, like that. I'm gonna put one right here. Whenever I use this kind of U-pins, you have to be careful. Like if you want to put it just like that, it's gonna poke the client. So most of the time they bring this kind of pins without knowing this is mostly for like updos and stuff, but you can use it for the half up, but you need to know how to put it. So I'm just gonna put it like really inside of the infinity braid so it doesn't poke the client, just like this. Like weave through the braid like that. As you can see, there is nothing in the back, it's not poking. There you go. I'm going to try one more to see if it's here. If it's not, then we're going to skip this part. It's actually good. And I bended the pin upside down. There you go. I have a few more that I want to put right here. There you go. One more right here. And then I'm going to turn it. Put one here. And done. Go. Let me know what you guys think. There you go. It's also better when they have like extensions. Imagine this hair in a long version, it would look super pretty, but it still look nice in here. Here is the 360 view of our hairstyle, her front, the back, the sides. There you go. And we only used 3 products that I'm going to show you guys here. Okay, this one, Sexy Hair and Spray and Play. This is a limited edition from Spraycation. It's called the City Allure. This one, and I use Powder Play Light, both of them for volume. This one is the powder, this one is the hairspray. I also used a little bit of this one. It's from the Healthy line. It's Redo, to add a lot of shine to the hair. And also, what did I use? That's it, just those 3 products. And then to finish the hair, my favorite big product is this one. It's called, no wait, this is Spray and Play. This one right here. It's called Spray and Stay. It's a really nice super hold, hairspray. So whenever I'm happy with the style and the client approved it, that she loves everything, then I'm gonna go ahead and spray with the Spray and Stay all around to finish my look, just like that. And this will provide that extra hold to your styling. There you go. So definitely, if you haven't tried it, try it, you guys. I'm 100% sure you guys gonna love all these products.